Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a daffodil out of clay. I've got my coffee, and the reason why I'm going to be making a daffodil out of clay is because I'm doing a collaboration with Julia McNeill Crafts. She has very generously done a giveaway for this collaboration, so please do go and check that out. She's got loads and loads and loads of fab goodies. She's also done a Just Giving page because we're doing this collaboration for Marie Curie. As you know, many people have been affected by cancer in some way, shape or form, and the point of this collaboration is to try and raise some funds for her, for the charity. If you donate, I will leave the Just Giving page down in my description box below, but if you donate £2 you will receive this digi-stamp that Julia McNeill has drawn herself. Isn't she lovely? And then if you donate £5 or more, you will get the rest of them. So there's a couple of quirky daffodils, which are really cute, and another one, and then a little unicorn one. So there's 5 digi-stamps in total, and they are only available through March for this collaboration. So like I say, if you do donate £2 or £5, then if you just go over to Julia McNeill Crafts video and let her know, she will send you the email with these digi-stamps on. There is also quite a few of us doing this collaboration, and again I'll leave all of the links in the description box below to everybody's channel. Please do go and show them support. It is for such a lovely cause. The giveaway, the rules are, again, you need to go over to Julia McNeill's Crafts video. The rules are that you must be a subscriber of hers and of all the ladies who are doing this collaboration. You also need to like and comment on her video, and you also must be 18 or over. If you are under 18, then you will need your parents' permission. That is down to YouTube. So if there's anything I've missed, because there probably will be, like I say, I will leave it in the description box below, so please do go and check that out. So what I'm using is some Sculpey clay, and it's just yellow. And then I've also got this bit of leftover clay from my Fimo, which is gold glitter, and I have added a little bit of yellow into it because it was just a little bit too gold for what I wanted. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a circle, which probably would have been helpful to have my circle cutter. And then I'm going to use this circle as my base and somewhere to connect all of the petals to. I then have this cutter. I mean, you can more than welcome, you can draw them. I will show you both ways. And this is just this is a leather cutting set. It's not it's not actually for clay. So all I do is I cut it out, and then I just pinch down all the edges like that, and then you can stick it on. You either do one way or the other, and then the other way is you can just draw the petal like so. And then again just make those edges just a little bit nicer and make your petal. And it doesn't want to be perfect because in nature everything has a little quirkiness to it. So there you go. So I'm going to do the cutting way, but I just wanted to show you that you can use cutters if you'd like. You could even use stencils. So if you've got a stencil of a daffodil with the leaves, go for it. If you want to print out a a design, then again you can do that. Honestly, it's entirely up to yourselves how you want to do it. Now you want 8 leaves in total. So as you can see, I'm not very good at, the shapes aren't precise, but that's good because we do shape them with our fingers. So, and then when you're putting, I've got a bit too much clay on this one. Oh, it sounds like my daughter's getting up. So then, there we go. And then we just put that opposite end. So we're doing this for all of the petals. And excuse my nails, they are terrible, honestly. I wanted to have them done again. I actually prepared my videos. I did quite a few videos to cover me for 2-3 weeks. Because I was going to go and have some surgery done, and then they cancelled my surgery, and obviously I took my nails off because as a crafter, if any of you are a crafter, you will know it can be quite hard, especially when you work with so many different mediums. You know, I mean, I do silversmithing as well, so when you're sawing and yeah, your nails don't last, I'm afraid. So it's easy just to go and get them done. And obviously I had to take them off, and then it was cancelled, so I can't get them back on because they've rescheduled it for a couple of weeks. So, and obviously I've done all my prep work for the when I was meant to have it, and now I don't have anything. So so all my videos probably into April are going to have horrible fingernails, I'm afraid, so I do apologise for that. And don't worry, my surgery is nothing serious, so all will be well. So yeah, so like I said, I'm just going around and making these look more petal-like, and I'm doing it so that they're sort of all even. And then I'm going to then do a skinner blend, which I will show you how to do the cup in the centre. So I'll be using my pasta machine, but my pasta machine's just off screen. It's just to the side of me. Unfortunately, it won't fit right in front of me. Might do if I moved all this rubbish, but yeah, it won't. Right, okay, so there we have it. So there's the basics. I'm just going to get my blade out and just take that off. So I am doing it this way, and you'll see why. So I'm just going to put more of a point. I don't know if you can see, I'm just sort of nipping them, just to make them sort of curved slightly, like that. And then I'm not sure if you can see on the camera, but it has got bits of dust all over them. Now the way you deal with dust is, give me 2 seconds, I'll get it out. Is you use rubbing alcohol with, and it wants to open, so I'll just get a little pot. You only need a small amount. You can do this before or after you've baked it. It works both ways. I prefer to do it before. I like to do it between each step. I'm sort of just looking around to see if I can actually find my cotton buds. Right, I will be right back. Okay, so I found them. excuse the squeaky chair. So all you do is just put a cotton bud in with just a little bit on, and then you just rub over. It also gets rid of fingerprints, so if you don't want fingerprints in, this is a perfect way of taking them off. And then it just leaves there. So, and then that keeps it clean. And gets rid of all that dust. No matter how much I try, I always get dust all over it, but then it's nice because I don't know if any of you watch Nerdy Crafter. I love watching her videos, and she's so good when she does the clay, because she shows that it actually does get dust and stuff in, whereas a lot of people, when you see that, a lot of other videos, when you see it, you never see them get dust, and you just think, how have they done that? Like, really, how? Because I'd love to know. Okay, so you can sort of see it's starting to take shape. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this to one side, move out the way, and I'm going to create my skinner blend. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just squish all my yellow up, then go over to my pasta machine on the thickest setting, and I am going to run it through like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this into a square, like a sort of square shape, shall we say. It's a bit off, but, and then we want this one to be more or less the same height. Oh, excuse that squeakiness. And then we're just going to cut at a diagonal and then attach it down like so. And then we're going to do the same with this one. Now I don't want the full of it to be mixed complete. So if you did that, the whole thing would be mixed. So you would have a greater proportion of the gold one at this end and then the yellow. But I am wanting a little bit of yellow, so I'm just going to move it down like this. And then just squish it together, and then I'm just going to take away, just put it into a square again. Well, I can still separate the colours, I will. And then I'm just going to run that through my pasta machine, again on the thickest setting. So this is what you'll have. You're then going to fold over from one end to the other like that, and go through your pasta machine again. And then you end up with this. And you want to keep on doing this, and it will look like, I will show you each time I go through. Keep your edges together, and you'll think, oh, it's not working. Trust me, it does. You will start and see it mixing quite nicely and going into that blend. It just sort of happens. I don't know if you can see that starting to happen. Look, if you can see, it's getting lighter here. So we'll just keep going. And you want it until it's a perfect smooth blend. Like that. I think a couple more and then we're done. There we go. So I don't know if you can see that. So it's a nice blend. Right, so what we're going to do is I am going to run it through my pasta machine on the third setting, just to make it that little bit bigger. And then I'm going to cut this bottom bit off. Now we don't want it too big, so we'll start off there for now. And then straighten my edges up, or as best as I can. And we're wanting this to go around this centerpiece. Well, I wanted it to stick onto that centerpiece. So, be careful with your fingers. So, right, I'm just going to smudge this in a bit, because I don't think I want the cup of the daffodil to be that thick. So just smudge it in, and then yeah, that would be better. So it's still too big, so I'm just going to take my knife and just trim it off. Oh, sorry for the noise. And then I'm going to stick that on using my finger. And then I'm just going to use my blending tool just to, I'm going to keep a finger in there just to keep it nice and round. Just to blend all of that in together and blend it down onto those petals. Now we are going to be adding texture in, so don't worry too much if you can't get a nice smooth edge. And if you think this centre bit is too thick, again, don't worry, we can trim it off once you have put it on. But I think mine might just be just right. So again, I'm just smoothing out all of my, just want a nice smooth finish. And I got these tools, I don't know if you can see. It's like a little rubber bit on the end. You can get bigger ones. That you can, I think I got my bigger ones from the Works. So those ones are from the Work, and they're brilliant when I'm doing my books. And then these smaller ones I bought off eBay. I hadn't realised I'd ordered the small ones. I thought I'd ordered another set of the big ones, but when they arrived they came small, and I was quite pleased because they are very useful. So just right then, what we're going to do is we're just going to close this up at the side, and again we want to smooth it out as best we can. Now you can use your rubbing alcohol for this, so don't worry if you're not too confident, or if you're struggling, just you can get the rubbing alcohol and do it, which is what we're going to do in a minute anyway, because I have got bits of dust everywhere. And then when we're done, you just want to sort of pinch all of this, because we want it to be like sort of wavy. And then just sort of push it over, but keeping that. So there you have your daffodil. Now we are going to go over and give it a bit of texture. So just move these out of the way like so. Got a mess around me again. I'll just get my, because I just want to clean this area off. I'll get my blue stuff. Move our daffodil just to one side. It's a good idea to clean your surface in between each colour of clay. I mean, I'm forever cleaning this surface. Makes no difference, but it does help reduce the amount of dust and mixes of clay that you will get in your piece. So that's nice and clean. So I'm going to bring this back, and then I'm going to bring back my rubbing alcohol, and then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to rub over and make sure I've got no dust at all on this base or on the cup. There we go. Right. So just notice the inside. I don't know if you can see, but inside here you can sort of see the line where we've done it. So again, just go in with your blending tool and you want to blend this out just so that it looks neat, because we are going to put some sternum inside. Because why not? Try not to. And you've got to be ever so careful, because you could go on, blend together. There we go. Yeah, you could squish it and then you'll have to start all over again, which I've already done this morning because, well, I just wanted to test myself. And then just use my rubbing alcohol just to make that more smooth. There we go. And then sort out these petals. There we are. So, texture first. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get a pointy tool or a ball tool, but as you can see, it's a very, very tiny ball. And then on each of the leaves, we're just going to do lines up them. And I will bring it up to the camera so that you can see. There. So you want to do this to all of your leaves, and that's just adding extra detail to them. And the last thing that we are going to do, well, the second last thing, we're going to put the stamens in. And to do that, we are going to use some wire. With bits of clay. And you can, it's better to bake them with it, because you can sort of push them in, and then when it comes out you can then secure them into place. There we go. And then I'm just thinking, do we need to add any leaves on the back? I'm thinking so. Well, we can do it. We can have a look and then decide then when we do it. Right, just moving all this. Right, so that's out of the way. So I'm going to get some wire, and I'm just going to use this copper wire, which is 1 mil thick. I'm going to get my pliers, my flush cutting pliers. I'm just going to cut myself a bit off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut myself 3 pieces, just small pieces, like so. I then want to get some orange clear. I'll look through my scrapbook. So I've got a bit of orange here. I'm just going to roll out 3 balls. And then we're just going to put those balls onto the end. Then using just a pair of pliers, we're then going to pick up our, if we can, we're just going to stick that in like that. I don't know if you can see. And we're going to do that with all 3. And then there's our sternum inside. Right, some of them you might not be able to actually use the we will get it in. And the last one. And you want to try, if you can, it is fiddly and it is sort of difficult, but if you can, try and get it so that they're sort of all in the centre and all mixed together. Right, just not that, there we go. So there's our daffodil. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to grab some of my green clay. And when I go open the pack of clay, what I do is I condition it. So if I open a brand new pack for a project, I condition it. I then put it through my pasta machine on the thickest setting, and then I put it in some baking sheet, and then it's ready for me to use when I need it. So leaves, I'm going to draw my leaves, so I'm going to do them quite big just because, well, we'll see. Try the 2 first. And again, I'm just going to, I might need warming up this clay, I'm just going to pinch around the edges again, just so that it just looks a bit nicer. And then before I stick this one on, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the detail on of the leaves. So I don't know if you can hear my daughter. My daughter's singing. Oh dear. I don't think she realises I'm recording. I'm actually up before everybody this morning. So if you do hear anything, it is my daughter. Okay. And then we're just going to stick that on the bottom like that. And then we're going to try this one. And then we can decide, can't we, whether or not we want to actually have these on. So again, make sure we've got all the detail. It's easier to put the detail on leaves before you actually put them onto your project. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't want you to just stick there. Okay, and then, oh. So there you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it in my little oven and bake it, but I am actually thinking of taking the green off because I don't like it. But the option's there. So I'm going to do that, and then I will be back to you when it is all baked. So see you in a minute. So there you go, it's finished. So I have baked it so it's rock solid, and as you can see, and then you've got the stamens and all the detail and stuff. Now you can coat it with polyurethane varnish or the Fimo varnish to make it glossy, but I love that. If I'd thought on, which really I should have thought on, I could have put it on a wire and then it could go in a jar. Actually, I probably still could. I would just have to use my bacon bond to do it. Or some clear, some liquid clay. What you would do is you would just get your wire, coat it with this, and then put your clay on, and then attach your clay. So you could do it. So there's, you could also turn it into a brooch. You could turn it into a pendant. You could do so many things with it. So thank you so much for watching. Please do go and check all the other ladies out that are in this collaboration, and also if you can give anything, then please do. It is for such a good cause. Like I said, everything that you need to know will be in the description box below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. please do hit subscribe, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Happy crafting. Bye.